You know, I don't know about you, I would give about anything to get my kids as excited about reading as they are about video games.
Yeah, you've said that in the past. Your kids are really into it. Well, I spoke with a Seattle man who thinks he has found the solution just for you, Mr. Wixie, and it's as simple as downloading an app.
Your eyes flicker open. What you see nearly stops your heart. You are quite literally surrounded by death, ancient death. You're on your back in a cavern hall, skulls and bones, thousands upon thousands of them, all around you.
From the beginning, the new novel, Jackson's Choice, draws you in.
You hear water trickling softly, a steady drip, 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 like a metronome.
A young journalist finds himself in Greece, fighting for his life, and the reader gets to throw the punches.
Now that these devices are alive, how can we use that to make the pure fiction come alive?
Joe Booth has been working in video games for most of his career. He created this new interactive eBook concept here in his Seattle home, and he's hoping to bring the addictive excitement of gaming to young readers.
So he needs to pick himself up. Bits and pieces are coming back to you.
The story jumps off the page, literally. A shaken screen makes you feel what Jackson feels, just waking up from being unconscious. A swipe of the screen or a click of a word allows you to decide what happens next.
So here we do this effect where it kind of, it's doing the whole, rotates based on what you're doing. And then we actually have to steer the book, right? So here it's telling me to turn clockwise.
That move right there, well, that helps you get away during a car chase. And just like a video game, you can compete with your friends.
And tell me what he's found and what I've found, right? So we can go through all that.
The more you read, the more points and perks you earn.
If you think about the journey a child goes through and the confidence they need to get to be able to read, I think it's really good to have as many different options out there as you can.
The kind of options he could have used as a kid.
I was very smart at some things and then very not so good at other things, and so it was more, the challenge was it was confusing.
Booth is dyslexic. School was tough, but video games came easy. He grew up to work on games like The Need for Speed, FIFA Soccer, and other popular titles, all without being able to read well. Then, a friend gave him a copy of the great John Irving novel, A Prayer for Owen Meany, in which the main character, who is dyslexic, uses various techniques to teach himself to read.
I tried that and it was like a light bulb went on and I was able to read at a decent speed, and that really changed it from me.
Booth's own son, Jackson, who this first ebook is named after, had trouble reading too.
He played a heavy role in it and was part of the inspiration for, how do I get him hooked on reading?
It worked. Jackson is hooked. And now he's Dad's test reader for new tricks and turns in the plot.
I think our core is about people who love fiction and the idea of fiction. And I think, part of that will be people that it's been a little bit out of their grasp and we help them get there. For some crazy reason, you push as hard as you can, his eyes bulge.
For Booth, it's all about a compelling story, experienced in a whole new way.
So 1 in 5 students, or 15 to 20% of the population right now, has a language-based learning disability. If you want to check it out, it's very easy. The app is called Crowded Fiction. You can find it at the iTunes App Store. We've got it pulled up right here. You just click it. You can get it on your iPad or your iPhone. Booth says interest around the world has been encouraging. He's already working on a sequel. Pretty cool stuff. Adam, we'll send it to you to get a check of the